What is going on, everybody? It's your boy TFG here, coming back at you with another gaming video. We are back in Minecraft filming another how-to video. Today we are going to be doing the Stonecutter. Now, if you haven't seen the first two videos in this how-to series, then you're definitely going to want to go check out my loons and banners guide that I made right over here with everything you could possibly want to know about them, and also everything you could want to know about cartography tables and maps. Now, without further ado, let's get back over here and get into everything you could possibly want to know about the Stonecutter. Alright, now let's move on over into some basics for the Stonecutter. First off, if you come over here, I'll show you the only place to naturally find a Stonecutter is in a village. You'll have to find it in a stonemason's house, and it'll look something like this. And the only way to pick it up, if you wanted to pick it up, is not with an axe. It is only with a pickaxe, and it'll be much quicker. You'll see it takes forever to do this, so you want to just use your pickaxe. It'll be way quicker and you'll be able to pick it up. Now, moving on to some other basics with the Stonecutter. First off is the note block. The note block makes a bunch of different notes upon clicking it, but if you put a Stonecutter underneath it, it makes one base note. Alright, moving on, we have an example here to show you that the Stonecutter is a stackable block, and it is into full stacks of 64. Also, it can be placed either way, which makes it possible to make some cool designs like this down here in this hole, where you kind of have the corners connecting up into those little brown squares, and you can go either way, left or right, with the blades. Also, it has this design on the bottom of it, almost looks like a smooth stone slab, so you can kind of use this, maybe checker it with smooth stone slabs. Moving on to what you use to make a Stonecutter. It is not a pig. We need an iron ingot, and then we need 3 pieces of stone, and that will make you your Stonecutter, which kind of makes sense since the bottom is stone and the top is a metal blade. And then moving on, we'll go over to what you can actually put into the Stonecutter. Right here, it shows you all of the blocks that can go in, and then coming out of it, you'll have the walls, you'll have stairs, half slabs, chiseled blocks, all of your variants of these. Alright, now let's talk about why the Stonecutter is actually better than the crafting table. Now, first off, the Stonecutter is recipe list. So the fact that it is recipe list makes it much more efficient to use and faster. In a crafting table, you have to take cobblestone and you have to make the shape of a stair to make a stair. Instead of doing all that, all you need to do in the Stonecutter is put your material in and pull out what you want. So that leads me to my second point here on efficiency. It is also one click. So on top of the fact that you don't need the recipe, all you need to do is click one time to get the entire thing done. So that's super nice, super convenient, and super fast. The second main point here that I want to go over is the fact that you can make one item at a time. If you go over to a crafting table and you make a stair, you're going to get 4 stairs. It's going to be the same thing if you want to make a slab or a wall. You're going to get a certain number that you didn't necessarily want. Well, if you go back over to the Stonecutter, you can actually just get, unfortunately for the slabs, it is 2 because you're cutting it in half. But if you want to get 1 stair, you can get 1 stair. If you want to get 1 wall, you can get 1 wall. So that's super nice, super convenient, saves yourself some resources, and that is our second point. Moving on, with saving resources in mind, we're going to go on to the why is it cheaper category. Well, if you want to actually get the numbers, I'll show you right here. Now let's get rid of all this so that we don't get confused, and you want to grab a stack of cobblestone. Actually, let's grab 2. I'll show you right here. Now, stairs are the best example for this. Stairs, you save quite a lot of resources, so that's what I'm going to show you. For the rest of the blocks, you're not going to save as much, but you still will save resources over time, and it makes it worth it to use the Stonecutter, especially when you think about it. A lot of the times you're using these type of blocks, like dark prismarine blocks, so these blocks are expensive. Sometimes some of these are rare, so you don't want to waste these. You want to save as many as possible. So what do you want to do? You want to use the Stonecutter. We got 40 stairs and 4 extra. In the Stonecutter, I get 64 stairs. So now I don't waste any blocks at all making stairs. And it's the same thing for slabs and the same thing for walls. It's not quite as much, but you're going to save resources over time using the Stonecutter instead of using the crafting table where you get a specified amount in this side. Now that is the 3 main reasons I wanted to go over why the Stonecutter is better. First off, it is recipe-less and one click, so it is super fast to use and you don't need to know a recipe. Second, you can put one item at a time in it and get one out, which saves you resources and makes it to where you don't have to have your chest full of 1 or 2 stairs of a random block. And third, finally, it is cheaper overall to use. For all blocks, you will over time be saving resources, and especially, like I said, with stairs, you're going to be saving quite a lot. So you definitely want to start using the Stonecutter. Super easy to learn how to use, and once you learn how to use it, you'll never stop. Also, I think learning how to use it is important because in the future, I'm thinking we end up seeing maybe a wood cutter. Look at how many things we have with oak wood. I mean, I could definitely see this coming in the future. So knowing how to use this guy right now, I think will be super useful. I think it's more than just the Mason Villagers profession block. I think this thing is super underrated and it's definitely worth using because it's super easy to use and saves you blocks. Thank you very much for watching. If this helped you, maybe leave a like, maybe even subscribe and stick around for more. And as always, have a good one.